rooftop summer, ink-stained fists and a borrowed name. We drew our lines in the rust and thunder, back when every promise felt the same. They said, color inside the lines, boy, don't you dare make a scene. But a silent scream in a quiet town is the loudest sound I've ever seen. We stood against the grain, with fire in the rain, screaming out what we believe. We stood against the grain, let the concrete print and stay. For every dream we conceived. Now the streetlights hum a different frequency, the battlements are polished clean. I trace the scars of our old sincerity on a face in the mirror, cold and mean. They said sell out for the good life, trade your rage for a peaceful night. But a dying flame in a gilded cage still has the power to ignite. We stood against the grain, my fire in the rain, screaming out what I believe. I'll stand against the grain, let the concrete break and stay. For every dream I conceive, yeah, we stood against the Friday night, a sold-out feeling. Crowd was screaming just our names. You were shining like a revelation, setting our small world to flames. We were kings of a borrowed Cadillac, queens of a neon-dusted town. But empires built on summer passion are the first ones to fall down. And I still hear the echoes now when the lights went down. We were young and the world was ours. I still feel the thunder, a heart turn asunder in the afterglow of those glory hours. Photographs are fading slowly, ticket stubs and a leather band, just a ghost in a half-remembered story of the greatest lost rock and roll stand. They said we'd burn out, not fade away. Maybe they were right all along, but the fire died on a cold November and left me here with this song. And I still hear the echoes now when the lights went down. We were young and the world was ours. I still feel the thunder, a heart turn asunder in the afterglow of those glory hours. Was it just the rush, the cheap champagne, the spotlight making us feel so brave? Or did we really have it all before we threw it all away? Yeah. packed our fears in an old guitar case, a road map drawn on a coffee shop napkin, the rearview mirror filled with fading faces as the engine roared and the tires grabbed asphalt. Some called it crazy, some called it brave, just took its chase in a frequency wave, with nothing but hunger and a tank full of faith and a promise to outrun the grave. We ran into the dawn, where the road was unknown. Every mile of prayer, every town a new home. We ran into the door before the magic was gone, kissing the light where the future was born. Remember sleeping beneath the dashboard, counting the stars through a cracked windshield. The static hymns on a late night radio were the only truth we'd ever need to feel. The doubts were whispers, the hope was a shout, a stiller sky as the streetlights went out. We traded our safety for a beautiful doubt and left all the fences behind. We ran into the dawn, where the road was unknown. Every mile of prayer, every town a new home. We ran into the dawn before the magic was gone, chasing the light where the future was born. And though the road has turned and the seasons have changed, I can still feel that fire. It's never been tamed. It was never about the destination we claimed. It was the running, the beautiful, reckless running. We ran into the dawn, where the road was unround. Every mile of prayer, every town a new home. We ran into the door before the magic was gone. I'd do it all again, from where it began, chasing the light. Chasing the light into the The factory whistle blew its final note. A silence fell like winter snow. They boarded up the diner where we wrote our dreams on napkins long ago. The streetlights died out one by one. The rain came down and washed our names away. And in the dark, when all was said and done, we were the only ones who chose to stay. We were the last flicker in the dark, a beating hearted inside a spark. When the flood came melting, we held the line. We were the last flicker, still burning bright, adding fire in the dead of night. And we refused to go out without a fight. Saw the moving vans head for the coast, heard the promises all turn to lies, while the ghosts of better days made their final toast beneath the same indifferent Maybe we were tough. Maybe holding on was never quite enough. But in the ashes of a world that turned to dust, that flicker, that stubborn flicker was us. We were the last flicker in the dark, a beating hearted inside a spark. When the fluid came measure, we held the line. We were the last flicker, still burning bright of your fire in the dead of night. And we reflect to go out. We reflect to die. We were the last flicker. Found a leather jacket in a cardboard box. Smells of smoke and cheap guitar wax. A backstage pass on a broken chain, and a memory that never relaxes. We were kings of the weekend, princes of the night, living for the volume, dying in the light. Every face a story, every song a fight, in a world we built from neon and dynamite. And the photograph fades to blue, but I still remember you standing tall where the spotlights flew. Yeah, the photograph fades away, a ghost from a better day. I'd give anything to hear those drums play again. Your lipstick stain on a coffee cup, a whispered vow when the amps were loud. We traded tomorrows just to feel tonight, a reckless, beautiful, and temporary crowd. We chased the thunder down a two-lane black, never once looking over our shoulder back, thinking that forever was a simple fact, painted on a sunset, a permanent attack. And the photograph fades to blue, but I still remember you standing tall where the spotlights flew. Yeah, the photograph fades away, a ghost from a better day. I'd give anything to hear those jaws play again. Was it just the music, just the heat, just the feeling that our lives were incomplete? Or did we actually touch the sky? Or nothing but a backbeat and a lie. Oh, the photograph fades to blue, and I still remember you screaming loud where the spotlights flew. Oh, the photograph fades away, I go from a better day. I'd give it all, I'd lose it all, just to hear those drums. Just one more time, play again. Hey, hey. They said you were too wild, I was too rough. Two broken pieces, never good enough. They drew their lines in the polished sand, tried to keep our future in their hands. But you had a fire they couldn't tame, I had a hunger with no name. Together we were a loaded gun, a revolution waiting for the sun. It's steel and velvet, blood and wine, a love that burns across the line. They can build their walls, they can slam the door, stole a car with a busted radio, headed for a city we didn't know. Your laughter was the only map we had, chasing down the good and all the bad. The headlights cut through the pouring rain, washing off the rust and all the pain. Every mile was a promise made in the beautiful mess our hearts had laid. It's steel and velvet, blood and wine, a love that burns across the line. They can build their walls, they can slam the door, but we're breaking out to fight for more. Steel and velvet, side by side, with nothing left and nothing left to hide. This ain't us, so it is the war declared. A love like ours was never scared. Let the world call it crazy, let them call it a sin. We were born in the light and we'll die in the wind. This ain't just a feeling, it's the truth we defend. I'd fight the whole damn world for you again. It's steel and velvet, blood and wine, a love that burns across the line. They can build their walls, they can slam the door, but we broke out to fight for more. Steel and velvet, side by side, with nothing left and nothing left to hide. This ain't us over, this our war declared. I know a love like ours was never scared. No, a love like ours is never scared.
They said I'd never be the hero in this tale, just a shadow on the wall, destined to fail. They wrote me off with every word they'd speak, left my confidence in ruins for a week. But then you saw the embers in the ash, you heard the thunder in the silent crash. You handed me a mirror, said take a look, see the strength they never took. And I make an unbreakable promise to you, I'll stand my ground, I'll see it through. For every doubt I'll build a wall of truth. This beaten heart has found its youth. I swear this unbreakable promise is real, a forged in fire, love that time can't steal. I'm finally fighting for what I deserve, with every single breath and every single nerve. Remember all the nights I just retreat, the battles in the dark, the bittersweet defeat. You never gave me answers, just your hand, and helped me learn to finally take a stand. You lit the fuse, but I had to choose to walk into the fire, to win or lose, to look the world right in its cold hard eye and finally show them why. And I make an unbreakable promise to you, I'll stand my ground, I'll see it through. For every doubt I'll build a wall of truth. This beaten heart has found its youth. I swear this unbreakable promise is real, a forged in fire, love that time can't steal. I'm finally fighting for what I deserve, with every single breath and every single nerve. This ain't just for me, it's for us, for the light, for turning all the wrongs into a right. For every dream we dare to keep alive, this is the promise that we survive. I make this unbreakable promise to you, I stand my ground, I'll see it through. For every doubt I'll build a wall of truth. This beaten heart has found its youth. I swear this unbreakable promise is real, a forged in fire, love that time can't steal. I'm finally fighting, finally free, for you, for me, for all we're gonna be. Oh.
Summer of '89, the world was a map, a beat-up Chevy and a tank of cheap gas. We painted our names on the overpass, laughed at the future speeding past. The radio screamed with a hungry sound. Our hearts were pistons pounding the ground. We owned the night from the city limits out, with nothing but faith to quiet the doubt. We were kings of the two-lane, rulers of the asphalt dome, with the wind in our hair and the pavement screaming loud. We were kings of the two-lane, making our own laws in the rain, and for one bright infinite moment, we were unchilling.
Headlights cut through the midnight blue, chasing the horizon, forever new. Every small town was a foreign land, with the whole wide world in the palm of our hand. We talked of the glory,
We talked of fear, who we'd be when the road disappeared. But in that moment, with the engines roar, we had everything we were fighting for. We were kings of the two-lane, rulers of the asphalt dome, and with the wind in our hair and the pavement screaming loud. We were kings of the two-lane, making our own laws in the rain, and for one bright infinite moment, we were uncharted. Sometimes I drive that old route slow, past the ghosts of the kids we used to know.
and I can still feel that wild electric spark
That lit the fire in the endless dark. Yeah, we were kings of the two-lane, the wind in our hair and the pavement screaming loud. We were kings of the two-lane, and in my heart, where memories revive, we are still unchained, forever unchained. Ooh.
They said we'd burn out by 23, a cautionary tale for all to see. Two wild hearts with nowhere to belong, singing a desperate, defiant song. They built their cages of polished brass, laid out our futures behind stained glass. But you looked at me with a rebel's grin and said, let the real world end. Let's begin. We're clutching lightning in bare hands, defying gravity's demands. They cut the wires, they can kill the sound, but they can't bring what we built crashing down. We're holding fire, we're holding on to every dream that they said was gone. This is the voice screamed into the night. We won't out by 23. A cautionary tale for all to see. Two wild hearts with nowhere to belong, singing a desperate, defiant song. They built their cages of polished brass, laid out our futures behind stained glass. But you looked at me with a rebel's grin and said, let the real world end. Let's begin. We're clutching lightning in bare hands, defying gravity's demands. They can cut the wires, they can kill the sound, but they can't bring what we built crashing down. We're holding fire, we're holding on to every dream that they said was gone. This is the vow screamed into the night. We won't go quietly, we won't lose the fight. Remember sleeping in that vacant lot, planning a kingdom from the scraps we got. Your head on my shoulder, the sirens wail, a perfect broken, beautiful fairy tale. They called it foolish, called it a lie, a castle built to watch it die. But fools know a truth, the wise forget that the greatest things haven't happened yet. We're clutching lightning in bare hands, defying gravity's demands. They cut the wires, they can kill the sound, but they can't bring what we built crashing down. We're holding fire, we're holding on to every dream that they said was gone. This is the bull screamed into the night. We won't go quietly, we won't lose the fight. Let the storm come break against the shore. Let them say we should want more. This ragged, glorious, imperfect thing is the only anthem I will ever sing. We're clutching lightning, bare hands, defying all their plans. They can cut the wires, they can kill the sound, but they'll never bring what we built crashing down. We're holding fire, holding on to every dream that they said was gone. This is the vote, our last stand, clutching lightning hand in hand. Clutching lightning. Clutching lightning. They hung the senior portraits in a polished line, all the perfect smiles looking so refined. Mine was in the corner, slightly out of place, a shadow on the edge, a question on the face. I wore my silence like a leather coat, carried every note I never wrote, while they danced in circles to the same old song. I was counting minutes, feeling so alone. I was one voice in the gallery, a ghost in their victory, screaming on the inside, frozen on the wall. Just one voice in the gallery. I heard the echo of my own call, standing still when I felt so small, a soldier in a war that nobody could see. One voice in the gallery. Friday night bleachers under buzzing lights, echo made him whole. I was one voice in the gallery, now it's my anthem, my history. Streaming from the inside, breaking down the wall. That one voice in the gallery, I found the echo of my own call. I learned to stand the test when I felt small. The soldier on the war that nobody could see. That one voice, my voice in the gallery.
The neons bled to gray. Another promise I was too afraid to say. I built these walls with my own two hands to keep my dreams from touching this dead-end land. I wore a smile like a factory stamp. Let the years roll by, let the fire damp. But there's a rumble in the cellar of my soul, a story that's begging to be told. I'm breaking these chains of chrome, the shiny prison I call home. No more living in the shadow of my fears. I'm shattering these chains of chrome. After all these lonely years, tonight the old man disappears. I'm taking back the life I bury on, breaking these chains of chrome. My father's face in a whiskey glass, trapped in a future that he watched pass. A ghost in the mirror with my same tired eyes, repeating all his compromises and goodbyes. Well, his war is over, but mine's just begun. I feel the thunder of a long-lost son. It's screaming in my blood, it's pounding in my chest. This comfortable hell has failed the test. I'm breaking these chains of cruel. Breaking these chains of cruel, the shiny prison I call home. No more living in the shadow of my fears. I'm shattering these chains of chrome. The fight sons after all these years, and the old man finally cleaned his sun gears. I'm claiming back the life I never owned. Breaking these chains of chrome. Saturday night, they gathered at the field, the chosen few with polished wheels to wield. I stood alone by the rusty railroad track, with a second-hand guitar slung across my back. They had their uniforms, I had my worn-out jeans. They lived in headlines, I lived in my dreams. While they passed the bottle, laughing at the moon, I was tuning up a different kind of tune. And I sang the Outsiders anthem loud and clear, a one-man band for everybody's fear. They could keep their circles, I'd build my own throne with just 6 strings and the bones I own. Yeah, I sang the Outsiders anthem to the sky, a lone wolf's howl, a rebel's cry, and the echo turned to steel, the loneliness to pride. The kid they left behind still stands inside. A cast of thousands feeling so forlorn. I wore my difference like a battle scar, a supernova in a world of fading stars. They wrote the rules in ink, I wrote mine in dust. Built my kingdom on a simple, stubborn trust that the quiet kid who marches out of time is writing the first verse of a rhythm so sublime. And I sang the Outsiders anthem loud and clear, a one-man band for everybody's fear. They could keep their circles, I built my own throne with just 6 strings and the bones I own. Yeah, I sang the Outsiders anthem to the sky, a lone wolf's howl, a rebel's cry, and the echo turned to steel, the loneliness to pride. The kid they left behind still stands inside. And now the years have turned, the crowds have changed their face, but I still find my power in that lonely space. 'Cause the greatest strength I ever learned to know was planted in the shadows long ago. I still sing the Outsiders anthem loud and clear, for every soul is facing down the fear. You can build your circle, I'll build my own throne with just 6 strings and the bones you own. So sing the Outsiders anthem to the sky, your lone wolf howl, your rebel cry. Let the echo turn to steel, the loneliness to pride. The kid they left behind will always stand inside. Stand inside. Mile marker 909, the desert starts to fade. Another city skyline, another debt unpaid. The radio's just static, a ghost of yesterday, chasing the horizon where the memories lay. I left a lot of wreckage where the home fires burned, lessons hard and bitter, painfully earned. But the highway's a confessional, the white lines tell the truth. You can't outrun the past, but you can reinvent your youth. And I see a blood X in the rear mirror, rising from the flames, getting clearer and clearer. Every sky a feather, every mistake a start, flying on the fuel of a broken heart. Yeah, Winix in the Rio, burning bright and white, the ghost of who I was against all. The ashes are behind me, the sky is open wide, a second chance is riding shotgun by my side. Remember Cleveland, sleeping in the van, a 4-man band with a 5-year plan. We fought like brothers, we bled the same red for a dream that hung by a single thread. Some fell to poison, some fell through the grind. I got lost in the echoes I left behind, but the wheels keep turning, pushing through the night, turning all the darkness getting clearer and clearer. Every scar a feather, every mistake a start. Flying on the full of a broken heart, yeah. Phoenix in the Rio, burning bright and wide. The ghost of who I was reconciled. The ashes are behind me, the sky is open wide. A second chance is riding shotgun by my side. Maybe you don't escape it, maybe you just change. Rearrange the pieces, rewrite the page. The man I was had to crash and burn, so the man I am could finally learn to turn. And I see that phoenix in the rearview mirror, rising from the flames, getting clearer. Every sky a feather, every mistake a star. Flying on the fuel of this reborn heart. A phoenix in the Rio, burning bright and wild. The ghost of who I was finally can't solve. The ashes are behind me, the sky is open wide. A second chance is riding shotgun. My future's open wide. Sweeney's in the Rio.
The sun dips low on the water tower. The whole town's holding its breath for an hour. Engines coughing, headlights cutting the gloom in the parking lot of the old A&W. We'd polish our dreams with a greasy rag, trading stories, sucking down the drag. The world was a rumor, a distant fading sound, 'cause tonight we own this hallowed ground. We were kings of the main street drag, rulers of the concrete, lords of the flat, with a tango regular and radio run. We were one beat up on single on a shackable, kings of the main street drag, before the magic started to sag. For a few beautiful hours till the break of day, nothing in the world could stand in our way. Jenny with her curls and her daddy's car, Jimmy talking big
factory whistle blew its final breath. I cashed my last check, stared down my own death of a life unlived in a town of gray. Packed a guitar case and I drove away. They said I'd be back when the money got thin, when the cold hard world had done me in. But I had a fire they never understand, a map of hope drawn on the palm of my hand. My destination's anywhere but here, running on faith in a tank full of fear. Every mile of victory, every sign of prayer, chasing the horizon that's waiting out there. My destination's anywhere the wind blows free, a road without end of possibility. They can keep their security, their golden trains. I'm trading it all for the thunder in my veins. Slept in the backseat beneath the western sky, told my stories to the stars rolling by. Met other dreamers at a truck stoplight, sharing our courage in the dead of night. We were brotherhood of busted knuckles and grace, each haunted mile written on our face. But in our eyes burned the very same spark, igniting the future from the endless dark. My destination's anywhere but here, running on faith in a tank full of fear. Every mile of victory, every sign of prayer, chasing the horizon that's waiting out there. My destination's anywhere the wind blows free, a road without end of possibility. They can keep their security, their golden trains. I'm trading it all for the tunnel in my veins. Maybe I'll find it, maybe I won't. Maybe the journey's the only truth I own. But I'd rather bleed on a highway unknown than turn to stone on a polished throne. My destination's anywhere, anywhere but here, running on faith that's conquering fear. Every mile of victory, every sign of prayer, chasing that horizon, I'm almost there. My destination's anywhere the wind blows free. This road is my home, my destiny. They can keep their chains, their doubts and their regrets, their life. Destinations anywhere, anywhere, anywhere. Another motel room, the same four walls. The ghost of your perfume still haunts these halls. A postcard from Tucson still in my coat, the last tender word you ever wrote. I could have stayed, built a picket fence life, been a steady man, made you a proper wife. But there was a highway screaming in my blood, a siren song in the Mississippi mud. And I follow maps of midnight now, a lone wolf's path, a broken vow. Every exit's a memory, every town a ghost, paying the price for the thing I wanted most. Yeah, I read these maps of midnight blue, tracing the road that took me from you. The freedom I crave came with an empty throne, and I drive this highway all alone. I hear your laughter in the radio's crackle, see you smile in every street light shackle. The glory of the stage, the crowd's roar can't warm the silence behind the door. I chase the spotlight, you chase the sun, two different dreams, but we were one. I traded up forever for a fleeting sound, and left the best thing I ever found. And I follow maps of midnight now, a lone wolf's path, a broken vow. Every exit's a memory, every town it goes, paying the price for the thing I want most. Yeah, I read at these maps of midnight blue, trashing the road that took me from you. The freedom I crave came with an empty throne, and I drive this highway all alone. Was it worth the trade, the gold for the dust? This nomadic heart, this wanderer's lust. I got the open road, but I lost my home, and these maps of midnight lead me back to you. And I follow maps of midnight now, this lone wolf's path, this broken vow. Every exit your memory, every town your ghost, paying the price for the thing I want most. I'm lost in these maps of midnight blue, on the endless road that took me from you. The freedom I crave is just an empty throne, and I drive forever all alone. Found it in a box neath a motel bed, a faded promise in blue and red. One night only in a town that's gone, a memory of when we soldiered on. The ink is bleeding, the corners torn, like the dreams we had before we were warm. We played that dive like it was Madison Square, to a dozen people in the stale night air. It's just a fade into a poster on the wall, a monument to nothing after all. We chased the echo of a dying song. Where did the fire go wrong? Just a fade into a poster, yellow with time, a ghost of a melody, a half rhyme and rhyme. But I sell my soul for one more shot at that stage, to turn back the printing on this yellow ink page. I see the faces, hear the vans old grown, the endless highway, the payphone home, the promises we made to girls in bars, beneath the same indifferent distant stars. We traded you for calluses and dust, in a business built on broken trust. But in the roar, imagine roar, kings of nothing in a no-name land. It's just a fade into a poster on the wall, a monument to nothing after all. We chased the echo of a dying song. Where did the fire go wrong? Just a fade into a poster, yellow with time, a ghost of a movie, a half rhyme and rhyme. But I sell my soul for one more shot at that stage, to turn back the printing on this yellow ink page. Maybe the dream wasn't in the fame, but in the sweat, in the sound of your name, shouted in the dark by a faithful few. Maybe the dream was simply being true. It's more than a fade into a poster on the wall. It's a battle flag from before the fall. We caught the echo, if not the song, and the fire burned, breeze, but it burned strong. It's my fade into a poster, crumbling with time, my ghost of a victory, my half from a rhyme. And I wouldn't trade one line, one tale, one page, for a lifetime of safety on a gilded stage. No, I'll keep this fading poster. transmission, singing a tired song. Another 300 miles to go and gone. The drummer's sleeping, the bass is sore. We've seen the back of every hardware store. The promoter lied, the money's thin. Another battle we might not win, but we'll load the gear in the morning light, 'cause something in us won't concede the fight. We are road-worn and resolute, boots so deep in the dirty roots. Every breakdown, every empty tale, just another mountain on the hill. We are battle-scarred, but we're still in the game, playing for pride, not for fortune or fame. They can't break what they don't understand, this brotherhood of a four-man band. We've eaten pride from a rusty can, shook the hands of every also ran. We played to silence, we played to rage, turning the final page of a dog-eared stage. We've watched the weak ones fade away, sell their guitars for a steady pay. But there's a fire in this rusted van, a stubborn beating heart of a working man. We are road-worn and resolute, boots so deep in the dirty roots. Every breakdown, every empty tale, just another mountain on the hill. We are battle-scarred, but we're still in the game, playing for pride, not for fortune or fame. They can't break what they don't understand, this brotherhood of a four-man band. It ain't the glory, it's the grit and the grind, the unspoken vow in the back of the mind that says we'll rise every time we fall, 'cause this music's the only thing that's real at all. We are road-worn and resolute, boots so deep in the dirty roots. Every breakdown's just another hill, and by God we're climbing still. We are battle-scarred and we're still in the game, playing for keeps in the rain and the flame. They will never break what they don't understand, this brotherhood, this blood and sand. Road-worn and They said you'd marry that banker's son, live in a White House under a tame sun. They said I was trouble, a river too wide, with nothing but dreams and a reckless pride. Your daddy's shotgun, my busted knuckles, midnight meeting, secret truck bed buckles. We were a wildfire they tried to contain, a beautiful, dangerous driving rain. But you can't drown a Mississippi burning heart, can't tear a promise like ours apart. They sent you north on a midnight train, but you're still the fire in the pouring rain. Hey, this Mississippi burning heart beats true, through every mile it's still chasing you. A love they couldn't bury, a flame they can't start, this Mississippi burning heart. I heard you're in Chicago, wearing pearls and lace, but does that city light ever touch your face? Like the heat lighting over the Delta mud, or the taste of my lips and the beat of my blood. I'm still here playing these same old bars, beneath these same indifferent stars, singing our story to the neon night, the ghost of a feeling burning bright. 'Cause you can't drown a Mississippi burning heart, can't tear a promise like ours apart. They sent you north on a midnight train, but you pain, but some loves are cut from a different cloth, worth every scar, worth every oh. No, you can't drown this Mississippi burning heart. Can't kill a legend before it starts. They sent you north, but the South holds on, and every note of this old rebel song, this Mississippi burning heart beats true. It's still pounding, still chasing you. A love they couldn't bury in the polished art. This wild, eternal burning heart. Mississippi burning heart.
The stadium lights cut the Friday dark. A town's whole heart beating that single spark. They're cheering heroes on the 50-yard line, while I'm tracing constellations I can't define. I don't know the place, I don't fit the mold. My story's written in a different key to hold, but there's a rhythm in the crowd's roar tonight that's telling me it's time to join the fight. I'm the last kid on the bleachers with a dream, watching life unfold like a movie screen. But I'm not just a spectator anymore, I'm kicking down the door. I'm the last one they notice, the first to believe in a melody only my heart can conceive. They got their victims, their merits in the sun, but my revolution's only just begun. Jenny's with the quarterback, lost in his smile. Jimmy's talking college, going the extra mile. They're mapping futures on a straight, short track. Mine's a winding road that won't look back. They'll get their trophies, their polished rings. I'll get the echo that a guitar string brings. A different kind of glory, a solitary sound, built on this hallowed, lonely ground. I'm the last kid on the bleachers with a dream, watching life unfold like a movie screen. But I'm not just a spectator anymore, I'm kicking down the door. I'm the last one they notice, the first to believe in a melody only my heart can conceive. They've got their victims, their moments in the sun, but my revolution's only just begun. And maybe my stadium's a basement or a bar, maybe my crowd is just one shining star, but the courage it takes to stand up all alone is the same fire that turns a boy to stone, to steel. I was the last kid on the bleachers with a dream. Now I'm screaming it back at the movie screen, and I'm not a spectator, I'm the main event. Every doubt I had is fans, I'm the one they ignored, the first to believe in the power of a soul that won't concede. They can have their Friday nights, their battles won. My revolution's only just begun. My revolution's
I drive past the old house on Maple Street. The The paint's all peeling, the yard's complete, with weeds in silence where the noise once grew, where we swore we'd show the world what we could do. We papered the walls with magazine dreams of limousines and stadium screams. We practiced solos till our fingers bled, fueled on cheap beer and things we never said. And the ghost in the gun still sings our song, a broken melody where it don't belong. We were gonna be legends, we were gonna be stars. Now it's just me and these headlight scars. Yeah, the ghost in the gummies will fade away. A eulogy for a band that couldn't stay. The dream's still alive in the cobwebs and dust, a monument to faith and trust and rust. Mike sells insurance over in Spokane. Dave joined the army, became a different man. The drummer, well, the less said the better now. We let the how get lost inside the wow. The demo's warped in a cardboard box, along with ticket stubs and combination locks. A time capsule of a might have been, and the deafening sound of giving in. And the ghost in the doorway still sings our song, a broken melody where it don't belong. We were gonna be legends, we were gonna be stars. Now it's just me and these headlight skies. Yeah, the ghost in the galleries won't fade away. A eulogy for a band that couldn't stay. The dream's still alive in the cobwebs and dust, a monument to faith and trust and rust. Maybe the dream wasn't in the fame, but in the sweat, in the sound of a name we gave ourselves before the world said no. Maybe that ghost is all I need to know. So let the ghost in the gullies sing loud, that loud broken melody defying empire. We were almost legends, we were almost stars, and I still carry those headlight skies. The ghost in the going, it refuses to die, a flicker of a light in my sky. The dream's still alive in the rust and the dust, a monument to faith, a monument to trust. The ghost in the game. I still find your earring in my old jean jacket, a silver reminder of how we attacked it. Full throttle love on a collision course, a beautiful terminal reckless force. We fought like demons, we love like saints, drink our passion without complaints. Two wild horses no one could break, for heaven's sake, for heaven's sake. And all we got are battle scars and broken hearts, a masterpiece of missing parts. We set the night Set the world on fire, let the flames burn. It's a lesson I'll never learn. I'll keep these battle scars and this broken glass, proof of a love too real to last. And I'd fight the whole damn world, tear it apart for one more beat of that wild broken heart. Battle scars and broken hearts. The letters from home say I should settle down, buy a little house on the edge of town, hang up my guitar, find a 9 to 5, trade the roar inside for a quieter life. They don't feel the call of the diesel's moan, the sacred text of the white line alone, the sermon in the wheels, the choir in the wind, a faith that's worn on the soul, not the skin. The road is my religion, the highway my end, the promised lands of rosin, forever grim. I don't need a steeple, I got a steering wheel, and a truth in the pavement that I know is real. The road is my religion, I pray in miles and fear. My compassion's in the rear view, my absolution's here. They can keep their stability, their God a cage. I was born for the stage of this endless pain. I've slept in the chapels, a truck stop light, been saved by the waitress in the dead of night. My congregations, the lost and the brave, who chose the questions the answers couldn't say. We share the communion of coffee and doubt, the blessing of moving when the dreams burn out. Our offering is dust, our tithe is the grind, a covenant written in the back of the mind. The road is my religion, the highway my end, the promised land's a rising, forever grim. I don't need a steeple, I got a steering wheel, and a truth in the pavement that I know is real. The road is my religion, I pray in miles and fear. My compassion's in the rear view, my absolution's here. They can keep their stability, their child a cage. I was born for the stage of this endless pain. Maybe I'm a fool, maybe I'm a saint, maybe I'm just someone who knows what they ain't. But when the engine starts and the headlights blaze, that's my cathedral, that's my saving grace. The road is my religion, the highway my hand, my promised land's a horizon. I'll never win. I don't need a steeple, I got a steering wheel, and a truth in the pavement that I know is real. The road is my religion, I pray in miles and fear. My compassion's behind me, my absolution's here. They can keep their stability, their child a cage. I was born for the stage of this endless, holy, raging pit. The road is my religion. I see your face in every crowded room, a ghost in the static of the afternoon. They say I'm doing fine, they say I moved along, but they don't hear the lyric of our long gone song. You were the rhythm that my rebel heart beat to, the only honest thing I ever knew. I let the world convince me I was wrong and traded a symphony for a simple soulless song. Now I'm screaming in unshakably of you, breaking all the rules they told me to. I'm taking back the night, the promise, the fight, stepping out of the shadows into the light. Yeah, this unchained memory's loud and clear and true. A war cry for the dream I lost with you. They can't hold me down, they can't tell me who to be, 'cause the only chain left is the memory. I built a cage of sensible advice, painted it over, made it look so nice, but the walls were thin and I could always hear the echo of your laughter drawing near. I played it safe, I colored in the lines, buried the fire with 100 clever lies, but a spark like ours can smolder in the ash, waiting for the moment, waiting for the crash. Now I'm screaming at an unshaken melody of you, breaking all the rules they told me to. I'm taking back the night, the promise, the fight, stepping out of the shadows into the light. Yeah, this unchained devil means loud and clear and true. A war cry for the dream I lost with you. They can't hold me down, they can't tell me who to be, 'cause the only chain left is the memory. Maybe it's too late, maybe you're gone for good, maybe I never really understood, but I'm breaking out of this prison of regret to sing the one song I can't forget. I'm screaming this unshaken melody of you, breaking every chain, seeing it through. I'm taking back my life, my promise, my fight, burning up the shadows with this light. This sunshine and broken, it's loud and clear and true. It's everything I felt and everything I owe to you. They can't hold me down, they can't tell me what to do. My only chain's the truth. My unchained bounty of you, of you. The Greyhound tickets crumpled in my fist, a one-way promise in the morning mist. You're standing on the porch in your faded robe, the last good thing I'll ever know. I said the band's got a van and a real damn shot. You said nothing, but you said a lot, with eyes that held the whole damn sea, and a future you'd imagine just for me. And the cost of the coast is your face in the doorway, the price of the dream is every word we don't say. I'm chasing the sunset in a broken down van, while you're the angel of the man I am. Yeah, the cost of the coast is this hole in my chest, a silent goodbye put to the test. I'm paying in bills and dust and regret for a chance I haven't caught up to yet. I hear your voice on every payphone call, a static angel watching me fall through dive bar ceilings and empty praise, counting the lonely, endless days. They talk of glory, they talk of fame, but they don't put a face to the name of the love you leave in the rearview gray, to chase some ghost of a brighter day. And the cost of the coast is your face in the doorway, the price of the dream is every word we don't say. I'm chasing the sunset in a broken down van, while you're the angel of the man I am. Yeah, the cost of the coast is this hold in my chest, a silent goodbye put to the test. I'm paying in bills and dust cost of the cokes is your face in the doorway. The price of the stream is every word we don't say. I'm lost in the sunset in this rusted van, and you're